The faces of the angels grew rigid. No one spoke. Yet Vadas was thinking of something else. She spoke to herself in a soft voice that no one heard.
Gohan, I believed in you. That is why I taught you to surpass your limits. Protect Universe 7 for the sake of my brother Whis. On Earth, tension rose as Gohan kept his composure. He began to advance toward them with slow, steady steps. Belmod shouted in overwhelming rage, "What are you waiting for? Liquir, Jin, kill him now!" At that same instant, the two lunged forward with blinding speed, both aimed at Gohan from opposite directions. Gohan extended his hands at the very same moment, intercepted them with both palms, grabbed their fists, and stopped their attacks as if time itself had frozen. Then he said with confidence, "I will show you no mercy from now on." He released a thunderous cry that pierced the horizon. Liquir and Jin tried to pull back, but Gohan's grips were like steel. Liquir screamed in panic, "Belmood, do something!" But Belmood wasn't given any time to intervene, because the next moment witnessed a tremendous explosion. They detonated between Gohan's hands in a vortex of light and energy. They were finished. The friends who watched from afar could not believe their eyes. Belmod's eyes widened with a terror he had not known since becoming a god of destruction. At that moment, Gohan pointed with his finger and said in a voice like thunder, "You are the target now. There is no place to run."
Gohan vanished from his place. Only a blinding flash was seen, and he lunged at Belmont with a speed that surpassed light itself. The earth trembled as if struck by a celestial meteor. Belmont fell into Gohan's hands, who gave him no chance to breathe. He grabbed him by the neck, lifting him as if he were nothing but an insect, then struck him hard. Gohan spoke in a deep, disdainful tone. "This is the so-called God of Destruction?" He was humiliating Belmont in front of everyone. All those present stood frozen in disbelief, unable to comprehend that this was the same Gohan they once knew. At that moment, Champa watched the scene unfold, and as he realized what was happening, a memory surfaced. He clenched his teeth and muttered in a trembling voice, "No, not again. This boy, he's repeating history. This is exactly what happened to Beerus." Belmod gasped for air, his head lifting, eyes trembling with fury and shame. "I, a god of destruction, humiliated like this, in front of everyone. You've torn my pride apart, boy. Enough!" The ground quaked again, and his body began to transform before everyone's eyes. Gohan stood still, completely calm, his eyes radiating nothing but confidence and contempt. Belmont approached with heavy steps, each one shaking the air, a savage grin twisting his rage-distorted face. He growled, "Now you'll see the true power of the destroyer you dared to defy." Suddenly, Belmont darted forward like an arrow, unleashing a relentless flurry of punches faster than sight could follow. In the midst of the blazing battle, Gohan was hurled backward by a tremendous force, crashing into the ground. Gasps echoed everywhere. Krillin shouted in shock, "Gohan fell?" Far away, the High Priest observed the battlefield with a cold smile, whispering to himself with satisfaction, "My wish has succeeded. Goku's memory has been erased. Zeno will never question it again." In the realm of void, Goku, eyes closed, smiled faintly and murmured, "Some of those who became gods of destruction. I wonder how they were ever chosen. Belmod, how naive you are." The scene shifted back to Earth as the dust began to settle. Gohan lay on the ground, smiling serenely. He rose slowly and said in a tone that struck at pride itself, "I deliberately lowered my guard, but you disappointed me. You haven't even reached 50% of my power." Everyone was stunned.